Everyone has a breaking point. Psychologists have long studied the concept of psychological elasticity, how much pressure a person can endure before reaching their limit. Interestingly, the quietest and most composed individuals often have the most profound breaking points. Enter the Sigma male. These are not your typical introverts or loners. They are deep thinkers and careful observers who process conflict differently from most people. While others might explode at the first sign of disrespect, Sigma males absorb, analyze, and remember. They're not quick to anger or prone to emotional outbursts. Instead, they operate with a controlled intensity that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. What sets Sigma males apart is their unique response to betrayal or persistent disrespect. Unlike alpha males, who might confront situations head-on, or beta males, who may avoid conflict altogether, the Sigma male's reaction is calculated and strategic. They don't explode, they evolve. The psychology behind this lies in their high emotional intelligence. Sigma males process betrayal on a deeper level. They don't merely react, they fundamentally shift their approach to relationships and situations. For a Sigma male, reaching their breaking point isn't about seeking revenge or making a statement. It's about executing a carefully considered decision that permanently alters the dynamics at play. Their response isn't loud or chaotic, it's precise, calculated, and irreversible. Let's explore what happens when these quiet strategists reach their breaking point and why their response is often more impactful than any emotional outburst could ever be. Number 1. They break away in silence. When a Sigma male hits his limit, he doesn't explode or make a scene. Instead, he goes quiet, not an awkward silence, but a deliberate and purposeful one that speaks volumes. This is his first move in a game most people don't even realize has begun. This silence isn't about sulking or playing games, it's strategic. When someone has ignored his boundaries or shown persistent disrespect, a Sigma male knows that words won't fix the situation. He's done explaining himself to people who aren't truly listening. What's interesting is how often this silence is misunderstood. Most people assume he's hurt, weak, or avoiding conflict. What they don't realize is that he's conserving his energy and planning his next move. While others waste time on arguments and drama, he's quietly deciding if the relationship or situation deserves any more of his time. During this phase, he's not idle. He's observing, thinking, and taking mental notes. Every disrespectful comment, every crossed boundary, every red flag, they all add up. Like a chess player, he assesses the board before making his move. This silence is often the first and only warning sign you'll get from a Sigma male. By the time most people notice something's wrong, he's already made up his mind. And when he decides to walk away, it's not a temporary break, it's usually permanent. When a Sigma male goes silent, it's not the end of a conversation, it's the end of everything. Number 2. Complete emotional detachment. Have you ever seen someone go from deeply invested to completely indifferent? That's what happens when a Sigma male reaches his emotional limit. It's not a gradual process, it's a complete and sudden shutdown. Psychologist Dr. John Gottman refers to this as emotional bankruptcy, the point at which someone's emotional investment is drained. For a Sigma male, it's not just running low on feelings, it's a total system reset. Author Mark Manson describes this state as the art of not giving a f*******, but for Sigmas, it goes even deeper. It's not about choosing not to care, it's about reaching a state where caring becomes impossible. At this stage, there's no anger or resentment, just pure indifference. What makes this detachment so powerful is its completeness. A Sigma male doesn't do partial measures. When he emotionally withdraws, it's absolute. This isn't an act to get attention or make a point. It's a fundamental shift in his emotional state, permanent and irreversible. This detachment is not about being cold or cruel. It's about self-preservation. When a Sigma male identifies something as toxic to his peace, he doesn't just build walls, he demolishes the entire foundation. By the time others notice, he's already processed, packed up, and moved on emotionally. Number 3. Burning bridges. Once emotional detachment sets in, the Sigma male's mindset shifts into cold, calculated execution. Toxic friendships, disrespectful colleagues, and boundary-crossing individuals all get marked for permanent removal. When a Sigma male burns a bridge, every move is intentional. Entrepreneur and philosopher Naval Ravikant put it perfectly. The ability to walk away is true power. For Sigmas, this power isn't about making noise or seeking attention, it's about ensuring those who disrespected or manipulated him never get another chance. Think of it like a chess grandmother sacrificing a piece not for immediate gain, but to secure the entire game. A Sigma's actions may seem subtle at first, but they create ripple effects that alter the playing field entirely. Every shared connection, every potential point of contact, every path back systematically eliminated. This approach is quiet but effective. While others slam doors but leave windows open, Sigmas ensure there's no way back, not out of spite, but from a clear understanding that letting toxic people back in only invites repeated harm. The most powerful aspect, its quietness. There are no dramatic exits or public declarations. Just deliberate actions that leave no room for future manipulation or disrespect. Number 4. Mental reset. When a Sigma reaches his breaking point, a profound transformation begins. Like wiping a hard drive, he initiates a complete mental reset. This isn't about forgetting, it's about rewiring his thought patterns. Marcus Aurelius, the ancient Roman philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Sigmas take this wisdom to heart. They clear out mental clutter, toxic thoughts, and outdated beliefs. This reset doesn't erase experiences, it transforms them into lessons. Red flags he missed before become glaringly obvious. Things that used to bother him now bounce off effortlessly. It's as if his mind installs a better spam filter, blocking anything unworthy of his energy. This isn't about becoming cold or detached, it's about becoming sharper, wiser, and more focused. A Sigma male doesn't just move on, he levels up. Number 5. Reinforcing the inner shield. After resetting, the Sigma male doesn't just return to life as usual, he begins a profound process of reinforcing his inner shield. This isn't about isolating himself or building impenetrable walls. It's about strengthening his inner core, his values, and his emotional resilience. Adversity isn't just something to endure, it becomes the catalyst for his personal growth. Every betrayal becomes a detailed lesson in human behavior, teaching him who to trust and who to avoid. Every disappointment sharpens his judgment, making him more discerning about the people and situations he invests in. Toxic encounters, once endured out of politeness or hesitation, now serve as unmistakable signals of what to eliminate from his life. Red flags that he might have overlooked in the past now trigger immediate and decisive action. The Sigma male's tolerance for disrespect doesn't just diminish, it drops to absolute zero. This stage isn't about becoming bitter or defensive, it's a constructive transformation. His instincts, honed by past experiences, become razor sharp. He trusts his gut without hesitation, making decisions with confidence and clarity. His boundaries aren't just firmer, they're fortified with an unshakable understanding of his self-worth. His standards rise to reflect his evolved mindset, leaving no room for anyone who undermines his peace or values. In this phase, the Sigma male also refines his emotional intelligence. He learns to navigate challenges with wisdom and grace, avoiding unnecessary conflict while standing firm when it matters. This isn't about pushing others away, it's about embracing a life of intentional relationships, meaningful pursuits, and unwavering self-respect. With each challenge he overcomes, his inner shield becomes stronger, a silent yet formidable force that protects his peace and guides his actions. Number 6. Selective information control. Information is power, and the Sigma male who has reached his limit becomes acutely aware of this truth. In this stage, he masters the art of selective information control, choosing carefully what he shares and with whom. This isn't about being overly secretive or manipulative. It's a calculated strategy rooted in wisdom. The Sigma male understands that information, when placed in the wrong hands, can be turned into a weapon against him. Casual questions that once received straightforward answers now yield only vague, non-committal responses. Personal inquiries are met with polite but firm deflections, ensuring that his private life remains precisely that, private. His daily activities, goals, and struggles become classified details, shared only with a trusted few who have earned his confidence. This shift isn't dramatic or confrontational. It's subtle yet deliberate. While others might not notice the change immediately, they soon realize they know far less about him than they thought. His life becomes an enigma, a closed book that few are allowed to read. Even in everyday interactions, The Sigma male speaks with an air of intentionality, revealing just enough to maintain the flow of conversation while withholding anything of real significance. In the uncertainty of his silence lies his true power. By controlling the narrative or withholding it altogether, he ensures that no one can predict his next move or interfere with his plans. This strategic opacity isn't driven by paranoia. It's a way of protecting his peace, his goals, and his emotional well-being. What makes this control so impactful is its quiet, unassuming nature. The Sigma male doesn't announce his shift to selective information sharing, he simply does it. There's no hostility, no defensiveness, just a calm and deliberate approach to safeguarding his autonomy. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, his restraint stands out, making him not only more intriguing but also far more resilient to external manipulation. If you found these insights helpful, feel free to leave a comment. If you're unsure about what to say, simply write 100% to let us know you watched until the end. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we invite you to subscribe now and become part of our channel. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.